Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me, busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail. Wow, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so great to have you all again tuning us in, turning us on. Those of you, hello, those of you that have just said, look, we're not touching that dial. I am so glad you're here. Welcome back. You know why? Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, is in the house. Today's show, you ready for this? This is really the tough one, isn't it? This is the tough one. Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, angels help with the law of attraction. Now, why do we need the angels' help with the law of attraction? Well, today's show is all about that. I don't know about any of you, but left up to my own devices, I am not sure that I even understand the law of attraction, but clearly raising our vibrations with the angelic assistance is a way to get in the flow. And if you're not in the flow, you got to go. Because that's what's going on. If you're not in the flow, what happens is everything is moving past you. And by the very nature of that, at least from my experience, as everything moves past you, you feel like you're stuck. You know, you're looking out in the world and you're thinking, well, wait a minute. That person's over here, this one's over here, and I'm just right here. But what would happen if you could get in the flow? What would happen if you could get in the flow? Today, it is a live call-in show. Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, is in the house. We're going to tell you all about her. I've got her books right here. The first book that she put in our hands many years ago, right? Angel First Aid, RX for Success. Book sitting right here. Every one of the angels, and I'm sure she's added more, but it tells you about who the angels are. It tells you about the exercises. You can look and think about, well, wait a minute, what is the remedy for a picture of success? How do you boost morale? All of these in that book. And then Sue then comes out and writes Angel First Aid, Remedies for Life, Love, and guess what? The P word, prosperity. So get ready for this. If you're thinking, I don't know why I don't have that job that I really want, or a vacation, or I was like, oh, it's not happening for me. I don't know what's going on in the world. Or you're in the place where you're saying, boy, I'm loving my life and I want to make sure that I have more of it. Today's show's for you. It is a live call-in show. Now, if you don't know who your angels are and you want to find out, you give us a call. If you have a question, want to know which angel can help you with it, you give us a call. If you have a question in general about the law of attraction, you can give us a call. 1-800-930-2819. 1-800-930-2819. Sue, great to have you.
Great to be here. What a wonderful day.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted you to chat with us about the law of attraction and how it's worked for you over your life. How did you first get introduced to it? And what is the difference between the law of attraction, perhaps that we saw in the movie The Secret, and the law of attraction with angel assistance?
Okay. Well, when you said I don't really understand the law of attraction, I thought, I'll bet a whole lot of people don't understand it either. So I'll start there.
Yeah.
It starts with like attracts like. So whatever level or whatever vibration or frequency you're at will attract that vibration and frequency. And it's kind of like a magnet. If it's a large magnet, it'll take on, big metal chips and big pieces of metal. And if it's a small magnet, it's going to get smaller ones. So like is going to attract like. Does that explain that part to you, Dr. Pat?
Well, I think it does. I mean, what we're talking about is whether or not we're doing something that we want more of or less of, it doesn't really matter. The law of attraction is really an impersonal law. You know, it's one that says if I'm going to be out here and I'm going to be all about the meanness, then what's going to happen? I'm going to attract the meanness. But if I'm all out there and I'm going to be with the Kuan Yin energy and be about the compassion, then I'm going to attract the compassion. But even though we know that at an intellectual level, boy, putting that into practice is a whole different game.
Yes. And that's why if you concentrate on being in the flow of life, things just happen, and you're in a higher vibration, and you're trusting. You know, about being in the flow is a lot about trusting, because if you're militant or angry or vengeful, that doesn't help your flow.
Well, it doesn't help your flow. And, you know, when we say it doesn't help your flow, I want to ask you what the results of that means. Like when it's not helping the flow, there's a consequence. So there's a consequence on both sides of it. You know, let's just not use the word consequence. Let's use the word outcome. There's a certain outcome that will happen. And so let's use some examples of what being in the flow looks like, Sue.
Okay. Well,
and, you know, not you and me, we haven't always been in the flow. That's how we know.
No.
Right.
That's something everybody has to learn, including us. But it's a matter of things just happen. Like out of the blue, you get this opportunity, or you're looking for a job, and it just someone mentions the same job, and you apply for it, and it's just maybe being in the right place at the right time is being in the flow, and connecting with your angels is being in the flow. So it's where things run more smoothly. And everybody has, I guess Mother Teresa said everybody has 92 problems. I don't know where she came up with the number, but it's how you...
But it's in 11. 9 and 2 is 11.
Okay. It's
is that
how
interesting?
You get out of those problems, and how you don't go too far down, and how you have the answers, and how you trust, and the new situation comes along, and it just makes life easier. Remember, the angels say life is easy. We just don't know how to live it. So it makes life easier.
Well, you know, today's show is about the law of attraction. And as we said, we're opening up the phone lines, 1-800-930-2819. Here's my question. How can the angels help?
Help get into the law of attraction?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they keep your vibrations up, you know, contacting them, working with them, trusting them, making them your partners, making them your, they're your friends, having them by your side. They're a wonderful support system. They're there for you. Just welcome them into your life and just watch how it changes. Because when you're thinking about angels, it's hard to think about revenge and anger. They just don't go together. So keep your mind on your angels and watch how things will change.
Okay. You know, we're in the world today. Give us some ideas about the areas that, you know, people might want to focus on. So when you wrote your first book, you know, you wrote about these different angels and these different places and these different ideas. But in the book, you have remedies. You have remedies for creativity. You have remedies for energy. You have so many different remedies in here. So we have a lot of tools we can call upon to help us. Right. What is the tool to help us get unstuck? Because I'm hearing that stuck thing a lot.
To get unstuck? Well, the first thing is you have to identify what the problem is. That you may think you're stuck financially or with prosperity, but really it's a thought that originated when you were younger. So that's what I'm really good at. Let's go back and find out what the cause of the situation is, reverse it quickly. It can be done easily once we know what it is, and move on past it. Does that answer the question that you were asking me?
Well, I think it does, but I think really, my sense is people are looking for more specific information about how this works. And that's why we open up the phone line so that we can hear from everybody and figure out how it works. But I find that too is, you know, we're getting several emails now where people are caught in indecision. You know, indecision, that place where it used to be that we didn't have any opportunities or choices or feel like we didn't, right, Sue?
Right.
But now things are opening up for people. You know, we went from an unemployment rate of 13 in some places to 4.2. So things are really shifting and changing. And so now we're in the world of choice. But folks are just sensing that, I mean, think about it. If you've kind of grown up in the past 10 years and sort of grew up with this idea that there may not ever be a choice for you, and now the world is changing, and now here you are. This idea of not being able to make decisions on our own behalf is hitting people of all ages. And so it's really interesting that we're talking about flow, because here we are knowing that there's a flow that has to happen, and yet we are just rampant with indecision. And I want to take a short break, and when we come back, talk about this, because Sue has been talking about this for years. The angels can help us. They're there for guidance. Let's take a short break, everybody. We'll be right back with the Dr. Pat Show and Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, going to give us the solution on indecisione. We'll be right back.
And no, I never got her name or time to find out anything. I loved her just the same. And no, I rode a different road and sang a different song. I'll love her till my last breath's gone.
On the cutting edge of the new mainstream, Christine Upchurch is passionate about bringing together science, psychology, and spirituality in a way that can be applied to our everyday lives for true transformation. The Christine Upchurch Show, stellar conversations to illuminate your journey, engages some of the most outstanding visionaries on the planet in lively dialogue to inspire you to become that bright light you're meant to be. Join Christine every Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Time on KKNW, AM 1150, and Transformation Talk Radio.
Ladies, it's time to treat yourself. Join the Women of Wisdom for their annual fundraiser Saturday, June 4th. This is a sacred pampering day for women at North Seattle College. If you are a business and want to be one of our pamperers, we still have space. It's going to be a day to relax and treat yourself. For more information and to get tickets, visit thewowconference.org. That's the WOW
There are so many resources out there for meditation. But did you know that Atana's Heart Earth Healing Meditation is available for you for free? Yes, that's right. You can receive this free healing meditation today from Atana Vadili. All you need to do is visit his website, atanamethod.com. That's ATAANA method.com, and sign up. You will receive your free meditation instantly. That's atanamethod.com.
What if your body and mind were the compasses to the secrets, mysteries, and magic of life? Glenna Rice, co-host of The Questionable Parent, is inviting you to access all that is possible. Glenna is a 10-year certified veteran access consciousness facilitator who offers an amazing variety of life-changing classes and workshops. Work with Glenna from anywhere, with teleclasses and workshops all over the globe. To learn more and see Glenna's current schedule of events, classes, and workshops, visit glennarice.com.
Francine Vale is a being of light. She believes that all people of planet Earth are as well. As co-host of the Angel Healer radio show, Francine teaches you heart-centered ways to manifest healing on your own behalf and how to integrate love more fully into your daily life. Connect with your angels as you find your life flowing with ease and harmony. Walk the path of light with Francine and Dr. Pat Basili every month on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Sue Storm, the Angel Ladies in the house. If you'd like to know who your angels are, if you'd like to give us a call, or if you have a question, today it's all about being in the flow. 1-800-930-2819. We're talking about the law of attraction. And we're talking about, what happens when we get caught in this place of indecision. And Sue, I was saying during the break, I think indecision it's not just something that's showing up today, but it's also a national theme right now. We're really stuck in the middle of indecision right now in a lot of ways, just a lot of ways. People trying to decide, do I stay in my job? Do I leave? Do I stay in my relationship or do I leave? Things like that. Who do I vote for? I mean, all of the above. And it is a place that energetically has now taken on a momentum. And I never thought that we'd be this place where indecision would be in the forefront of a momentum and a movement. And it's not that times are bad, it's just that, wait a minute, I'm afraid to decide. And someone said that to me. Can you talk a little bit about the fear of deciding?
Well, to me, indecision or confusion causes craziness. So if you're confused, yeah, you're feeling kind of crazy. But we have an angel for decision making. That's Cornell, like the university. Cornell is the angel of decision making. And one of the things you can do is you can ask, give me the answer, yes or no, and see if your angels will answer. Make a simple question like, should I take this job? And say the name of the job or the name of the company, and see if you move forward with your body or backward. We call it yes or no in the book. Or see if you hear something, how do you feel about it. There's a way to deal with that. But the other thing I was thinking of, and the angels were telling me earlier when we were talking, is about options. Really concentrate on what are your options. You might not like your options, but you may find new options. You may kind of rethink things. Don't consider yourself stuck. Rethink things and see what your options are.
Have you ever been stumped? I know I have.
Oh, yeah.
I've been stumped, and it's really a tough feeling. And there's a place where we get stuck, and it's a place of stuffed and stuck. And we ultimately get to a place of surrender. But, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of getting to a point in my life where I don't want to have to get to a place of surrender that I didn't really choose to get to. I don't want to be brought to my knees because there was no other option. And, the angels can help us not have to do that.
That's right.
Yeah. Before we jump to that question, let's go to the phones. Mr. Benny has got some peeps waiting to chat.
Yes, let's run to those phone lines. We love having them. And Jennifer from Issaquah, welcome to the show.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
How can we help you today?
Well, you were actually describing where I feel I am in particular is that feeling of being stuck. I've been a student of the laws of attraction for quite a while, and used to get not say everything I went after, but I was very lucky with winning things on the radio so consistently. I had to keep a list of friends' names next to the phone because you could only win once a month. And I would say I lost my parents, and then previous to that, I lost my job, and I seem to be becoming more coming from a place of fear, and I know that is something where the law of attraction is basically one of the things you want to avoid the most. And I'm having difficulty just moving forward, feeling joy, and I'm wanting to embrace the possibilities again.
Okay, can I start right here? Have you had your angels? Do you know who your angels are?
I've had angel readings done, yes, in the past, and I've read Doreen Virtue, quite a few of her books.
But do you have the names of your angels from Sue? Because she'll give you angel names. Have you gotten them from Sue yet?
No.
Okay, so let's give them to you.
Well, that's where I want to start. So Gabriel is your archangel, and he works with communication and messages and communication. And then you also have, now listen to this because this is great, Lucian, Lucian, is the angel of resources. He creates opportunities for prosperity and joy. So you have that angel right on your shoulder right now. We just need to contact him. And it's also your money angel. And then you also have Rachel, who's the angel of inspiration. So you have the perfect angels to get out of where you are and get your life moving again. What I was thinking is that you seem afraid. Is that true? Do you seem afraid to take the next step, or does it seem overwhelming?
In some cases, it's for instance, I've been very interested. My career has been in advertising and sales. I've always been interested in real estate. I went and took the course, and for whatever reason, I just kept putting off the test because I had experienced a lot of rejection. And so that fear has been keeping me from what I believe would be my connection to what I want, which is to be a successful real estate agent. I've had many, many people tell me this should be the direction. When I hear about it, I know it's right. But yes, fear has kept me back, anxiety. I think my life really took a dramatic turn losing my parents and just previous to that, my job. And that toll really changed me.
Let's do this. I'm going to give you my 800 number. I'm going to give you a gift certificate because for the angels, getting you out of fear, getting you on the right path, that's what we do. So do you have a pencil where you can write this down?
I'm actually driving.
You're driving. Okay. Well, Dr. Pat will have it, so you can call in at some point and get it. It's 800-323-1790. And let's, it's so easy for me to do this. I can just talk to the angels, hear what's going on. They tell me what to tell you to do. We do some little remedies together, and it switches. It turns around. So we'll do that with you, okay?
Oh, yes, that's so gracious. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you. Thanks for calling in. For those of you out there, if you'd like to know who your angels are or have a question for Sue, phone lines are now open, 1-800-930-2819. We're talking about the law of attraction. What does it mean to raise your vibrations? Let's talk about the idea of raising vibrations if we could. It's a term now we hear about because we've learned a lot more about energy and energy medicine and energy in general. And so the law of attraction is based on the idea that we operate at a vibrational level energetically. So when we say raise your vibration, if you're sitting here and you're depressed, or you're in despair, you may not be able to go from depression and despair to bliss. But raising the vibration is something that we can do. How do the angels help with that?
Okay. Well, the very simple thing to do is, angels, raise my vibrations an octave. You can just use that affirmation. It's a musical octave. Angels, raise my vibrations an octave. So that gets it started. And you don't want to do that more than 2 times a day because you don't want your vibrations to jump up so high you miss the law of attraction and it goes below you. So you want to, angels, raise my vibrations an octave. Say it 2 times during the day and feel your vibrations going up. Feel your possibilities opening up. Go someplace where you can be at peace. Go to a flower garden and look around and see the colors and just do things because we get so caught up in our world that and our world is usually work and grayness and smog and, we don't take time to just breathe and taking just a deep breath of the freshness and the light and the beauty of nature. So that's a good start, too.
Well, and can you tell folks how they can find out more about you? And also, if folks want to get a session with you, what's the best way to do that?
Sure. So my 800 number is a toll-free 800-323-1790, 800-323-1790. My website is theangellady.net, TheAngellady.net. And just call me. We'll set up a time. I always have a Dr. Pat special. This seems to be the most popular one, where I charge you for 1 half hour and the second half hour is free. So you basically get 2 half hours of my time or a full hour of my time for the price of a half hour. And,
I love it.
Yeah, and people are really excited about that one. That works. And then you can get copies of the books on the website, and give the angels a chance to help you get unstuck and change your life and move forward. That's what they want to do. Give them that opportunity.
Well, when we come back, I'm going to talk about something from Sue's first book. Really want to talk about it. And, and I may even read it. Because there's some really cool remedies here. But it's a case study that she put together about tapping the imagination. And you guys just heard me talk about living in the world of possibilities. We do not tap our imagination, and sometimes we do need the help of the angels. When we come back, Sue's going to take us on a journey of how we can truly envision the flow that we want in our lives and the lives that we truly want to live. 1-800-930-2819 if you want to call into the show. 1-800-930-2819. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, more with Sue Storm, the Angel Lady. Sky Siegel co-hosts one of today's most popular psychic shows, Angels and Answers, with Artie Hoffman, as she communicates healing messages from the spirit world. These messages can be astounding, enlightening, and life-changing. Born with the God-given talent of inner guidance and the amazing ability to heal, Sky has healed thousands of people. Schedule a reading with Sky now. Call 908-500-1474 and visit skyofangels.com.
Do you want to achieve your goals? Do you want to strengthen relationships with others? Do you want to improve your financial status? Colette Marie Steffen is partnering with Mark Kettenbach to bring you an Energetic Upgrade online experience launching in April. Unfold and develop your full potential. Visit energeticupgrade.com today for more information. That's energeticupgrade.com. Get ready to rid yourself of all that is weighing you down and holding you back from living the life you want for yourself. Coming Clean, The Art of Transparency with Catherine Moss is a hit show for women in recovery who are ready to live life on purpose. Tune in and let Catherine help you live your truth one day at a time. Live each Tuesday, 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
How would you like increased health and vitality? How would you like to avoid the onset of disease as well as slow the aging process? This is all possible through a simple, safe, and natural process. Every day we are either moving toward wellness or away from wellness.
Hi, I'm Mary Jane Mack. I'd like to be your partner in achieving optimal health. Contact me now at maryjanemack.com or call 425-392-0659. Visit maryjanemack.com.
Hi, this is Leslie Fontaine. When we become aware of a choice, it is not accidental. It is our opportunity to transform. It's about becoming our higher vibrational selves. We tend to get alarmed and hide our heads in the sand when something new shows up in our awareness. That's all right. But today, let's become aware of our desire, recognize the block, and make a choice to step through it. Often we want the circumstance to change before we change. See, it's the other way around. If you find resistance, maybe it's time for some support. If you're ready to shift into your best life, visit lesliefontaine.com and let's talk about unfolding all that you want to be, do, and have. You'll find sessions, classes, and audio products to help remove the blocks and move you into your potential. And listen to my show, Sheer Alchemy, on Transformation Talk Radio, Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern.
At the end of your road, I know that you've been strong somehow, but now you're down to your last ray of hope. There are some things only your heart can see.
Hey everybody. Welcome back. So great to have all of you tuning us in and turning us on. Thank you so much for all that you do. Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, is here. And as we said before, you can find out more about her by going to theangellady.net. And, we love doing this, opening up the phone lines for all of y'all to call into the show. You got a question, comment, need a little help with something, just go ahead and do it. 1-800-930-2819, 1-800-930-2819. Sue, I grabbed a copy of your first book, and for those of you out there, Angel First Aid, RX for Success, and I got this book, right, and I'm going through the book, and it has many, many, many remedies. But before we jump into this, tell folks what the books are that you have written.
Oh, sure. Angel
and I don't
First,
know if this is the first book or the second book or how many.
Yeah, the one you're talking about is the second book.
Second book, thank you.
The first book is Angel First Aid, RX for Miracles.
Yeah.
And the second one is Angel First Aid, RX for Success. That's the one that you have.
Yep.
And then the third one is Angel First Aid, Remedies for Life, Love, and Prosperity. But I want to tell you what happened. In between the second and third, I wrote a book on love and relationships, getting it right. And that one I never got a chance to get printed, so I put the material in the last book, Remedies for Life, Love, and Prosperity. That's two books.
Yeah.
I put the two books together. It does because it says life, love, and prosperity. So relationships is in the last book.
Yeah, and I think that was brilliant for you to do that. There are so many things that we don't really address. I wanted to touch upon the remedy in one of the remedies in the second book, which talks about imagination. And the reason that I want to really talk about that with you is because, Einstein literally invited the world to think about the importance of imagination. And, of course, there were many, many people that came to the forefront to talk about imagination, but it was different when Einstein did it, where he is literally saying imagination is more important than most things. And yet imagination is one of those tools that we either are not taking the time, it's like a muscle. We're not taking the time to experience it, nor do we actually believe these days that imagination can give us literally an awareness to how to solve a problem. But you go through and you talk about it, and you talk about the remedies around this. I'd love for you to talk about imagination and what the angels have to say about that.
An imagination is actually a visualization of what your vision is. There's a lot of V's, but what is your vision for your life? How can you portray what you want in your life? And it basically allows you to picture what it is that you want and what it is that feels right for you. So your imagination creates, like children use it for fantasy, but it can create a vision for you too and give you a path or a goal to move forward.
It's hard to have the flow or be in the flow if we can't imagine being in the flow. And I know in your book you talk about visualizations, and those visualizations, are fueled with faith. Faith from the point of view is a belief that this is actually something that you can achieve and that you deserve. What have you discovered in with the people you work with? Are we really eager to go to that next level of envisioning a truly wonderful life? Or is it scary because we don't want to fail?
I think it's different with different people, and it's also on different levels. I mean, some people are more afraid to fail. They're more afraid to get out in front of public in the public eye and do the things that they need to do, and others just kind of jump in. But what I wanted to say, and this was a little earlier, I thought about this, what's easy for you, what is your inherent gift, and that's part of your life's purpose. So while you're imagine the things that are easy for you, because, like, talking to angels is easy for me. It's probably not for someone else. Playing a piano is not easy for me, and it probably is for somebody else. So when you're doing your imagining, think of being little and what did you do and what was special about you. Because your life's purpose is what was unique and special about you when you were younger and what you came into this life with. And those are the talents that your angels are here to help you portray, and they support you in developing those talents. Now, that's really part of the message they want to give me today, is to let you know that when you're on your path, you're in the flow, it's automatic. Isn't that interesting? They just said that to me. So finding your gifts and then imagining how you can move forward with it, that puts you in the flow.
Yeah. Would you talk to how we can bring an angel in? So let's say we've got something very specific going on, whether it's a health issue or otherwise, right? We can call upon the angels, because in your first book, what you literally did is told us who the angel names are, and who are the angels and what do they do. And yet, we are really struggling sometimes with remembering that we can actually ask for help. How do you work with people to help them overcome that?
Well, first of all, all of the books have a glossary of angels. So even if you don't know who your personal angels are, you can go to the back of the book and you can pick the angel that you want for what you're looking for. Eileen is the angel of happiness. Jeremiah is the angel of financial security. So whatever you're looking for, the angels are there, and you can ask them to help you. But to call them in, simple. Just ask. Jeremiah, I need some financial security. Be by my side. Help me. Give me some ideas. Give me those opportunities. Open them up. Just talk to your angels. I do that. I talk to my angels. And for health, Peter is the angel of health. And, again, we talked about Lucian, who's the angel of resources. That's what we need. We need resources no matter what's going on in our life.
Yeah, we really do. I mean, and we don't think we need resources, right? But,
right.
You're sitting there and you're thinking, well, wait a minute, I want to do a radio show, or wait a minute, I want to write a book. And you think, well, wow, am I going to have to do that all alone? And we don't really stop to think about that, or even think about whether or not this is something we should be asking. This is something we deserve to ask for ourselves, because we don't sometimes feel we're worthy of things, do we? Like, am I really worthy of being in the flow that, brings prosperity, enormous prosperity my way? Do I really deserve that?
Well, everybody deserves it, and your angels are there to help you. It's an amazing system of support and guidance, and all you have to do is ask. Probably everyone's connected with their angels already. I'm sure they already have. You get an idea, you get a thought, you get a hunch. A voice says, don't go left, stay here, do that. And you've connected with your angels. It's so simple. They're right there. They're right by your side.
One of the things I turn to in the book that you have is a whole section on pets, because sometimes we don't even think that, wait a minute, I can actually ask for help there. So when people are given the opportunity to call in, it doesn't have to be about them. Tell us about how the angels help us with our pets.
Oh, yeah. Well, Thomas is the angel of animal care. Pets do not have a variety of angels. Thomas seems to be the one that's designated to take care of all of them. You can work with your pets to make them smarter. You can help them with intuition. You can heal them. There's techniques in there, all kinds of things to do with your pet. And I do that with my pet. I can call her with my mind, and she hears me. She comes.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? When we take a look at our lives and we call things into it, how do you feel about this idea that sometimes, there's a statement where people, I guess, are known for having, 17,000 more negative thoughts than positive thoughts. It's almost as if we're given a sentence for how we have to be. But that is really not the truth. We can change, our perspective on things. How do the angels help us do that?
Well, one of the things, and this is a simple little remedy, but if you count and snap your fingers, 1, 2, 3, and put your hand up like a stopping guard and say stop, and then do it again, 1, 2, 3, and then stop. That's what the Tibetan monks use to clear their minds before they meditate. And I have found that when people have negative thoughts, if they just stop and do the one, I call it the 3 clicks, 1 snap, 2 snap, 3 snap, stop, it changes it. And then you start thinking about your angels. Then after you've done that, you call on your angels. And really, I've even tested people. I've said, take a negative thought and think about it and feel it. And then we do the 1 click, 2 click, 3 click, stop about 3 times. And they don't have the same reaction. It's hard to get that bad feeling again. Try that, Dr. Pat. It really works.
Yeah, it is hard, isn't it? We're going to take a short break, everyone. When we come back, more with Sue Sturm, the Angel Lady, everybody. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The Doctor is in. Tune in to the hit show, The Psychic Love Doctor, with host Deborah Lee. Deborah's life-affirming, highly perceptive reading method has taught Deborah how to zero in on specific problems with relationships, career pursuits, and current roadblocks to success and happiness. Join Deborah Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific, and for a special broadcast the second Thursday of every month at 11 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Pat. The ancient Inca root vegetable maca is world-renowned for its wide array of health benefits. As a family-run company of true maca specialists, the maca team's mission is to provide you with fresh, organic, premium quality maca powders at a fair price. Amazing. All of the products are always organically grown, fair-traded, GMO-free, fresh, and potent. So don't take my word for it. Experience the life-changing benefits of maca today. Visit themacateam.com.
Tune in to Lucid Planet Radio with Dr. Kelly Neff. This hit show will illuminate your senses and empower you beyond your daily stressors and hardships. Renowned psychologist and author Dr. Kelly will captivate you with far-reaching topics and amazing guests as you wake to the greatest version of yourself. Learn to tap into your intuitions, think critically about our world, heal emotional and psychological wounds, and follow your passions to live your dreams. The Lucid Planet. Welcome home. Visit lucidplanetradio.com for more information.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthисfunny.com.
Hey everyone, this is Dr. Pat. I am so thrilled. I've had the honor of working with Leslie Fontaine for the past year or so, and what she has created in her hit program, Sheer Alchemy, transcends what most of us get to listen to or hear in any point in time in our lives. But beyond that, Leslie is working with people all over the world, and she has created something phenomenal based on the feedback and input from the archangels, from the ascended masters, from the light beings, and most importantly, from each and every one of you. So if you want to change your life, if you're ready to step into your own version of sheer alchemy, please give Leslie a call at 678-665-3366. And why? Because this is what you're going to be prepared to do. Be amazed, and on your part, connect with the ascended masters that are there to help you custom make the life that you are meant to live. Hey everybody, Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Great to have all of you here. Before we kind of jump back into the show, Sue, one more time, would you tell people how they can find out more about you, how they can schedule their session, and get copies of your book?
Sure. So the website is theangellady.net, TheAngellady.net, and my 800 number, toll-free to schedule a session or to reach me direct, is 800-323-1790, 800-323-1790. And you can order a book either through calling or through the website. You can get it through the website. And a session with me is like a change in your life. It's like the first half hour, you will notice from the end of the half hour the difference between how it was when you started and how you are now. It's an amazing, energizing, just way to get unstuck or just move forward.
Yeah, totally. And Benny and I are in the book, Angel First Aid, Remedies for Life, Love, and Prosperity. We're actually in the book here.
And both of you have a full page to yourself.
Yeah,
I gave you both a page.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Listen, one of the things that I know you get a lot of requests from people. I know that people contact you, you do sessions. I want to find out what's on people's minds right now, Sue, because it has changed over time, I think. What do you think people are most wanting some help with nowadays?
Interestingly enough, it's their children. It's harder to raise. I know that would kind of throw you off a little bit, but it's harder to raise children in this world. They're with all the phones and the internet and the different things that are going on. But also, I guess I'm thinking about just the sessions I did today. Also, business advice. The world of business has changed. It's not the same as it used to be. It's not the mom and pop business, and the big corporations are buying things out. And a lot of questions are on business and how to succeed and how to thrive in a business world.
And those questions too, right, are questions about, making decisions. Maybe you're in a traditional role or a traditional job, and maybe you want to branch out. Do you find more people wanting to explore entrepreneurship?
Absolutely. That's one of the main reasons to call me. Absolutely. Because, it's harder and harder to get a job. It's harder and harder to, it just, the corporate world isn't the way it used to be. That's what I hear over and over again. It's just not the way it used to be, and there's more work to do, and they're cutting here and there, and people want to start out on their own.
Yeah, that level of insecurity. I actually did my first body of research on that back in 1992, and then 94 through 95 on insecurity and what that feels like. And it's the constant level of being unsure. Even if you're a good performer, you're really unsure about your standing. And that's a very different psychological contract that I grew up with in the workplace, which actually changed for me and millions. But for the most part of my career, you pretty much were sure that if you worked and you worked hard, you'd get promoted and you'd actually get a pension. Now, folks are a little bit confused by that. It's like, I'm not going to expect a pension. I'm going to take care of myself. However, what's happening now is there are more and more recruitment choices. So people are really being very, very forward and asking about, what am I actually going to get if I come to work with you? Talent is in great demand, and retention is a struggle right now for companies.
I agree. So going off at startup businesses are on the rise, as far as I can tell.
What would you say the angels want to say to us about prosperity? What do they want us to know?
Well, they're telling me it's close at hand. Just reach out your hand and ask them to help. That was very prolific or productive.
Yeah, very much so. For you, Sue, give us a couple of remedies to get in the flow.
Okay. Well, the easy one is to just say, I invoke the law of attraction, and then invoke that law. And another thing you can do is you can say, I invoke the law of restoration. That which has been taken from me will be restored tenfold. Because everybody in their life at some time has had things taken from you. So besides, let's get that restored to you as well as being in the law of restoration and have it come back. The next thing I do is I invoke the law of attraction and increase. Here's another one. I invoke the law of increase because obviously you're at a level of flow. You need to increase the flow. And so can it be as simple as just invoking a law? Yes.
Yeah.
That's too simple.
I know. We were talking about Newton during the last show, and some of the laws that we've laid out there. And, there are some people that say it really is that simple. And yet if it is that simple, why is simple hard, right? Simple doesn't mean easy sometimes.
Yeah. I don't know why simple is hard. It just seems like, what is your head saying to you? Is your head saying to you, it's okay, move forward, it's good? Or is it saying you can't do it and it's not going to work? I think it's what you're hearing in your head that makes a difference.
Yeah. Well, Sue, what a great show. Thank you for today, and thank you for all the words of wisdom, of course. And, for folks out there that want to find out more about you, let's make sure they have your website. And again, tell them about the special and the phone number, because some folks may be listening and driving and not able to write everything down.
Okay. So the website is theangellady.net, THEANGELLADY.net. The 800 number is toll-free, 800-323-1790. And the special is, I just call it my Dr. Pat special, is you pay for 1/2 hour, and the second half hour is at no charge. So basically you're getting an hour of my time for the half price. And people really enjoy that. We split up the half hours. It's 2 half hours. And they like that combination that way.
Yeah, and it gives people little time to absorb, what's coming into their consciousness on one hand, and gives it a little breathing room to take shape, right?
Right, and then I can also see where they need more work. I give them a few things to do, we clear out some patterns, and then I can see what needs to be touched up or tweaked.
Awesome. So what's the special message for today? What do you want to leave us with today in the show?
I want to leave you with the message of, the angels want to leave you with the message that love is in the air. In fact, it's one of the remedies in the book. Love is everywhere. Breathe it in. Think about love. Love your angels. Love your job. Even if you don't, just put that love out there. It feels like love is in the air.
I love it, I love it, Sue. Thank you so much for tuning us in, turning us on. And for those of you out there who want to find out more about Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, go ahead and go to our website, Sue Storm, the Angel Lady, for more information. Or if you've missed any part of this show today, go to the drpatshow.com, or you can go ahead and go to transformationtalkradio.com, and please go check us out at transformationradio.fm. And we are open to your questions, your comments, what you want to see more of, because that is in the works. Thank you, Benny, for all that you do and pushing all of the right buttons. And I want to make sure all of you out there have yourselves a fabulous, fabulous day. Stay tuned, another hour coming up on Transformation Talk Radio.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.